Hey YouTube friends, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute since I've posted a video. I think the last video I posted was my work from home in like February or March. So, welcome back. If you want to join the fam, click that subscribe button down below and then you'll never miss a video. This video is kind of going to be like a little mini life update slash 2020 in a nutshell, because it's been quite the year, am I right? Very challenging, to say the least. I haven't made a video in a long time. I just haven't felt like, I don't know, I haven't felt motivated to. I haven't really wanted to, and the days that I do feel like I want to, I feel like I haven't known what to say really, and that I'd just be rambling, and I'm probably still going to be rambling, but that's okay. I kind of have a list written down so that I stay somewhat on track. Basically, I have not been up to much. Well, I say that. I feel like mentally I've been up to a lot. I've been thinking about a lot. But yeah, whenever someone asks me like, what have you been up to? What's been going on? What's new in your life? I'm just like, I'm literally just working, hanging out with family, hanging out with my dog. So that's pretty much it. I go into work like normal. I only worked from home like 1 week in March. But just to like talk about 2020 in general, like as a whole, I think it's been rough. I definitely think 2020 has been a challenging year, but I also think it is the year of perspective. I think while there's been a lot of hardship and division in our world and in our nation especially, there's also been a lot of unity and positivity. It just depends on where you look for it. I think we should be more focused on being positive and spreading joy and spreading all the good things that's going on, instead of just having like a long list of like, oh, this is going on and then this happened to me and then this happened to me. Having like a running list of like all the bad. Just start looking for like little things, and they can be little. Like for me, it's, you know, getting Starbucks or joking around with my friends at work, or coming home to Bella like jumping up on me and licking me. Those are like little good things. It just depends on your mindset and where you look for it, in my opinion. For me, it's also been a season of healing and growth. If you know me, if you follow me, if you're subscribed to me, you probably know that I struggle with an eating disorder, and this year it was a hard year, like especially the past couple months dealing with that. But the Lord has really been showing me like your mental health, your mental state is not in the best place. My anxiety's been very, very high. I've been very like swayed, like my emotions are definitely affected by people around me, the situations that I'm in, very like external things. And for me, I've been praying a lot about peace, because I feel like I've not had it in a long time. I feel like I've been like a negative Nancy and like a very anxious person. It's not something that I want, and it's definitely not how I want it in 2020. I had a word for last year. It was release or freedom. Peep my tattoo. Free! This year I didn't decide on a word. I decided on a chapter of the Bible, which is Isaiah 61, which is titled The Year of the Lord's Favor. So I just want to read that real quick and like highlight some points that I think are really good. Isaiah 61. The year of the Lord's favor. The Spirit of the Sovereign Lord is on me, because the Lord has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim freedom for the captives, and release from darkness for the prisoners, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor, and the day of the vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn, and provide for those who grieve in Zion, to bestow on them a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. They will be called oaks of righteousness, a planting of the Lord, for the display of his splendor. They will rebuild ancient ruins and restore the places long devastated. They will renew the ruined cities that have been devastated for generations. Strangers will shepherd your flocks, foreigners will work your fields and vineyards, and you will be called priests of the Lord. You will be named ministers of our God. You will feed on the wealth of nations, and in your riches you will boast. Instead of your shame, you will receive a double portion. Instead of disgrace, you will rejoice in your inheritance, and so you will inherit a double portion in your land, and everlasting joy will be yours. For I, the Lord, love justice. I hate robbery and the wrongdoing. In my faithfulness I will reward my people and make an everlasting covenant with them. Their descendants will be known among the nations, and their offspring among the peoples. All who see them will acknowledge that they are people the Lord has blessed. I delight greatly in the Lord, and my soul rejoices in my God. For he has clothed me with garments of salvation and arrayed me in a robe of his righteousness. As a bridegroom adorns his head like a priest, and as a bride adorns herself with jewels. For as the soil makes the sprout come up and the garden causes seeds to grow, so the sovereign Lord will make righteousness and praise spring up before all nations. Amen. Just to reflect on that like really quickly, I lost sight of that when COVID happened. I kind of like laughed at it because I was like, how is this the year of the Lord's favor? Like, we're in a pandemic now. We have to wear masks everywhere. Like, we can't hang out in social groups. I can't touch people, and like, I'm physical touch, so I'm like, what the heck? And then just everything else, like violence, racism, everything politically like going on. Like, it seemed like the year was just getting worse, so I was like, how is this the year of the Lord's favor? Then last night when I sat down and like reread this, I was just like, there's so much goodness in this. It's talking about he's restoring, renewing, and rebuilding, and I think this is the year where we're kind of like, oh my God, like so much is like happening, but it really is based on your perspective. Like, you can look at this year as like a year of hardship and all these like bad things happening and just negative. You can see like division, or you can see unity and like all the good things that have come when humanity is really pressed in a position of, well, what am I doing? Like, what's going on? What can I do? All these things. And so I hope that this encourages you. We only have a couple of weeks left in December, and so I hope that you make it the best. And I just want to offer up some encouragement just to end out this video, because I'm trying not to make it super long. First, seek his peace in the midst of all of this chaos that's going around, because he's going to be the only one that can root you and strengthen you and encourage you and support you in the way that you need. I hope that you replace mourning with joy, and that you find that positivity, you find that light, you find that beauty in the day-to-day, in the little things that's going on. I hope you end out the year strong and just have high hopes for next year, because I really think that when times like this happen, these seasons happen for a reason, and it's just like a slingshot that's getting ready. It's launching you back, and you feel like you're getting held back, but really you're about to like go so far and do so many things. And so I hope that that encourages you. Last thing, if you're really struggling, please do not hesitate to reach out. You can comment down below, you can private message me on Instagram, I think you can even email me on Instagram, and I would love to hear from you, love to pray with you. I just hope that you know that you're not alone in this year or any time in your life. The Lord is always with you, and you can always reach out to people even when you feel like you can't. Please do. Know that you are loved and that this is not the end. It may feel like it, but it's not. Hope you have a great rest of 2020. I was going to say see you in 2021, but I'll see you before then. Anyway, have a great rest of your year. Thank you for watching this video. Bye! For the thumbnail.